Oh, yes, yes, yes. That was amazing. More of her, what the heck? Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Danny. I am a percussionist and freelance music teacher. And in today's video, I'll be reacting to one of the best musical movies, events that came out of 1997. That's right, I'm talking about the movie Stomp. If you like these types of reaction videos, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. All right, let's get into it. For those of you who do not know what the movie Stomp is, first off, I would describe it as every single time that your music teacher was hungover or extremely stressed or had to get some paperwork done, this was the movie. If you went to school between the years of like 97, 2000, 2003, some kind of that area, that band director, that music teacher was putting this movie on so that way they didn't have to hear you say anything. And let me tell you, a lot of people during that time would just like run around, but I was like obsessed. As soon as I saw that the lights were gonna turn off and the choir director, the music teacher was like out of the room, I was like, yeah, or not out of the room, but in their office, I was like, let's do this, let's go into Stomp. So I want to read a synopsis for those of you who don't know what this movie is. I'm gonna actually read one. I saw this earlier and I was dying. So first off, this movie is called Stomp Out Loud. It came out in 1987 as a TV movie for HBO. And I want to read the synopsis by Luka Elias Anderson. He says, a group of people plays a theater play by playing trash. Then people and some others plays music in a different way. That's exactly right. I mean, I would not say it any other way. That's exactly it. I wonder if they have like an official synopsis, because I just feel like, you know what? It doesn't matter. You're gonna watch it. So like I said, if you were a percussionist or you were a music person at that time, like this was the movie. The other one would be, of course, Blast, which I will be reacting to very soon. Another one, of course, once that movie Drumline came out, is a rap. That was like exactly what that teacher would play. As soon as it was like, oh crap, they had to do some paperwork, that was it. So all right, let's get into it. So you, of course, can find this on YouTube right now. I think it's like 45 minutes long. It's worth the watch. So go out there. I'm gonna link the description down below of where to find this full length movie. Okay, so like I first want to point out this comment. It says by Cameron Beckwith, who's here in 2021 coming for some nostalgic moments from music class. That's exactly why I'm here. Actually, I am a freelance music teacher, so I often travel to a bunch of different schools. Obviously during COVID, it's a little bit different. But just the other day, I walked into the classroom and the band director was like, I don't normally do this, but I put a movie on, you know, because he's very productive. He's like, I'm gonna put a movie on because I have a lot of things to do. And I'm like, I feel you. And I immediately thought about this movie. This movie was like so iconic. So let's like get into this. First off, I want to say that this movie I have not seen since at least 2002, at least 2003. So we're about to get into this. Stomp Out Loud. All right, we're going in. We got some people. First off, what are they doing here? Are they working? Are they just swinging? Like, what's the premise? What's actually going on? Just like that comment said, Luca said it the right way. There's some trash. There's some things going on, and they're just hanging out, literally hanging out. Yes. We got some found percussion. Yes, they were like, you know what? We don't even need a drum. We're just gonna hit everything made from metal. Okay. Everybody in the 90s was like, we need to hit something that's not supposed to be hit right now. Oh. I just feel like I can sometimes barely stand and play. And these people are full swinging and playing. That's how you know. How come I never noticed that that thing is spelling stomp? I never noticed that, not once. If you are an audio engineer, you need to comment on this. How do they do this? How do they record all these things without getting all the excess noise? They're like in a full, like, metropolis right now. There's things honking. I mean, it's a whole thing right now. Yes, the iconic stomp, like, brushing, sweeping scene. This is like one of the biggest scenes that I remember from this. There was like a whole craze of people doing things like this and doing things like kitchen appliances, like things like that, where they're like doing stuff like ordering at a restaurant, but it's, you know, percussion. This is like such a thing that came out of this era of percussion ensembles, if you will. They're so clean. For what reason? They're so clean. I feel like I just don't have the patience to try to clean something like literally clean. I guess they would be clean because they're sweeping. That's like a whole thing. That is so funny. And this is so perfect, so bite-sized. 45 minutes, boom. That's a whole class period. Third period, they're a pain in the ass. You know what? Put this movie on, and they'll watch it. It is what it is. They'll sweep some things. It's fine. Listen to this like rhythm. How are they? Is that someone's feet or the actual brooms? Oh, I see it. Yeah, that's cool. So they're fully like actually tap dancing if you think about it. I mean, I'm about to take a tap dancing class. It's a wrap. This has convinced me. This is I want to take a tap dancing class. They're so good. I mean, like, was I shocked? I'm not shocked. Like, I've seen this before, but they're so good. What? Oh, that was so good. Whoa, was that on purpose? Was that on accident? I never noticed that. He fully broke his broom. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. This is like every single group was like so inspired by these kind of things. I feel like it was such a craze in the 90s and like early 2000s to be a thing. I remember my percussion instructor had a group that was called Crunch Time that used like trash cans and stuff. That was very, very inspired by this. He was like very, very inspired by it. I would love to do some performance art like this. I'm so down. Let's go. That's not how you clean dishes. This is the messiest fucking kitchen. Would you eat here? Comment down below if you would eat at this place. I don't know. It's kind of gross. The people waiting on their food are like... they're like, where's our food? It's been 45 minutes. Where's our food? We've been here for 2 hours. That sounds so good. Like they got the perfect tin sound with like these little beads on it to get that like shimmery kind of you see, yeah, they drilled nails in it. Brilliant. This is so cool. I'm about, like, don't be shocked if you see me next week playing with some buckets right now. It's a wrap. We did do a piece in in college called Just Buckets, where it was just buckets. So, oh yeah. Every single person in the 90s. Everybody in the 90s was doing this fantasy. I guess, you know, it's because of Stomp. They were like doing this, you know. How are they attached to those drums? This sounds so good though. I feel like it's where have you been all my life? Where have you been all my life? Rihanna, in case you don't know. Ooh. Yes, those are tenors, but they're not because they are just buckets. This is definitely a flub line. Like, this makes sense. There you go again. Very 90s as well. Oh, yes. Like at the ball scenes. Yes, they're just, yeah. Ooh, yes. That was amazing. More of her. What the heck? That was such a short little piece. I want more of that. What a production. What a production. I feel like this is like directly inspired. You cannot say otherwise. Directly inspired by drag culture and by ball scenes and all of that during the 80s. This is 100% right. Like all that looked like basically if they didn't have those things in their hand, they were basically voguing. Like, and it just in general sounds very 90s. So impressive. These people had to be like in shape because you can't, like you had to. You were sweating. These people are sweating. They are out here sweating. Look at her. She's sweating. Damn, this would have been so cool to see. Like, I wonder if they still do stuff like this. I bet they do. I bet they do somewhere. But they put on a Stomp production like this. I would love that. That'd be so great. Yes, that was incredible. Like incredible sequence, beautiful, and they just like destroy that. Wow, 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 wow. All right, this was a lot of fun. I genuinely like only have positive nostalgia feelings for this movie. It reminds me of a simpler time. It also reminds me of my beginnings in it reminds me of my beginnings in percussion as well, because I first started in choir, and that's where we would see a lot of this stuff. They would just like put this one on and would put blast on or put any kind of thing to like distract us long enough for them to get a little bit of work done. And this one definitely has like a good nostalgia feels for me. So I loved it. It was so much fun. I definitely recommend it. If you have not seen this whole thing, it'll be linked down below as well. Go watch it, and if you have the opportunity, like in the next couple of weeks, next couple months, next couple of years, to see a performance live, not of just Stomp, but just in general, go out there and watch some, support your local musicians, because you know what, we're out here and we're trying to make a living, and these people put on a whole production. This was incredible. So shout out to all those people of Stomp. Loved it. I am just blown away. I really hope that one day I can do some type of production. So listen, if you're ready to do some type of percussion stuff like this, leave a comment down below. Tell me what else you liked for me to react to, or just in general, some things that you loved about this. I personally, I just never noticed how amazing that like whole sequence was at the end with all that. I want to say symbols, but they're not symbols. They're like the tops of trash can lids. So that was personally my favorite part. I really enjoyed that. So if you like this video, again, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, comment down below, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.